Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys something that is a passion of mine and clearly a passion of yours because this video has been kind of requested in a way from you guys. I wanted to speak to you about Korean makeup, in particular from the website YesStyle. So today I wanted to go through some of my favourite foundations from YesStyle. It's kind of difficult to choose your foundation on YesStyle because there's so many brands, and if you're not familiar with the brands, if you haven't tried stuff from them before, it's kind of overwhelming. It's like, which one do I choose? Which one is my colour? Will it be too light? There's compacts, there's cushions, there's liquids, there's that's it. So I wanted to show you my favourite brands. The ones I'm about to show you, I love, I adore. I use their skincare, I use their makeup, I use everything. So let's take a look at some of my favourite foundations from YesStyle.com. I am very lucky in the sense that YesStyle let me choose some product a while back to share with you guys. And I chose some of these foundations. I don't know about you guys, but I find my skin gets immune to foundation. So I use the foundation, I'll fall in love with it, and then a week later I'm like, this doesn't look like it used to. Hello, baby. So let's get straight into it, but first of all, before we get into that, if you don't know who I am, my name is Robert and I'm a professional makeup artist, and it is my goal it's my goal here on YouTube to help you become a pro yourself or just really good at makeup and separating what online kind of forces you to believe in from the truth and what actually works. And also, this is a scar, just in case you're gonna ask me, and no, it's not gonna fall off my face, which seems to be a concern for some of you. I'm going to leave links to every single product I use today below, and you can also use my personal discount code at checkout, Robert10, for 10% off. Just so you guys know as well, before every foundation that I try today, I will be using the Ultimate Prep Primer, and this is from a brand called Pony Effect, which is absolutely incredible. It's one of my favourite brands. I say that about every single brand. And this one is moisture and sebum control. So I'm very oily, but also very dehydrated, so I have that nice balance of the both. This is also available in YesStyle. Let's start off with one of my favourite brands for skincare. It's a brand called MISSHA, and I saw this online. This is their Perfect Cover BB Cream. This is the shade 27 Honey Beige, and it has an SPF of 42, PA+++, so nothing is going to touch your face. So I am not a tinted moisturiser person because I have oily skin. Tinted moisturiser, although people with oily skin should absolutely hydrate their skin, I'm very oily. I use oils, I use very thick, I call them like old lady creams, at night. In terms of longevity and wear, tinted moisturisers tend not to sit on my skin very well, despite priming, everything like that. So I bought this one thinking I just want to try a bit of everything. The coverage of this is a lot more than you would expect for a BB cream. And in terms of texture, it glides right across fine lines, open pores, wrinkles, scarring, things like that. It's almost a BB cream with that little bit extra coverage, a little bit more care on the skin. It's also good as a base for makeup as well. That's what I use a lot of my Korean foundations for. I would wear this in tiny, tiny amounts, so a little bit on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, areas where I tend to be quite red. I love MISSHA, I would trust them with my life, so I would 100% recommend this foundation. Next up is the Pony Effect Seamless Foundation, SPF 30 PA++, and this is a shade Nude Beige. Now this is a little bit light for me, but I did find that the colour kind of darkens on my skin. I've left every single one of these foundations on, but I leave it on for about 15 minutes. Everything oxidizes on my skin like crazy because I'm greasy as. So this is definitely a very sheer coverage. It says to shake well before use, and I think that's very important with this one. Otherwise you can really smell and feel that kind of sun protection factor to it. But in terms of coverage, if you want something really sheer, really nice and light on the skin, this is a great foundation. The foundation also contains rice extract, which is amazing for sebum control. So if you are a little bit oilier but you want a sheerer coverage, this is a great one to go for. It's very lightweight, it's very comfortable, and it looks like skin but like glowing skin. And it's very nice, kind of feels expensive kind of packaging, you know, like that glass. Moving on to the VDL Perfecting Last Foundation. VDL is one of my favourite brands for primers. They do this amazing, beautiful, like shimmery glowing primer that leaves like a duotone to your skin. And so when I saw that they did foundation, I was like, I have to try it because I just knew it was going to be like a good kind of so this is definitely one of the fullest coverages of the ones we are looking at today. It has SPF 30 PA++, which I always appreciate in a foundation. It's actually award-winning as well. It won a Cosmopolitan Beauty Award, so that's always a good sign. And as I was applying this, I kind of thought it smells like the primer and feels like the primer. And that's because the primer is almost built into it. It has what they call a Lumi layer pigment, so it has that reflectiveness and that shine to it that their primer does. So it gives that glow to the skin. I wouldn't say it's a natural glow, it's not a glitter, but it's more of a shine. It's almost like a strobe kind of glow. This isn't greasy on the skin, it almost has like a drier feel, but at the same time it contains a moisture barrier. So if you are drier and you like to lock in that moisture that you give yourself in the morning, this is a great option to go for because it almost has that shield and that defense to your skin. This one you can definitely build to a full coverage. So this one I have been saving for last. So this is the Layering Cover Cushion. This is why it is so incredible. There is a concealer and a foundation in this compact. So it's almost like your normal cushion compact, but you have a concealer this side and your foundation this side. Concealer has SPF 35 PA+++. And the applicator it comes with, you notice, is almost slightly teardrop shape. And that's because it has two different sections to it. So the top layer is almost a little bit smoother in terms of the texture, and that's for the concealer side. And then you have the bottom here, which is almost just like your normal kind of beauty blender texture, and that's for your foundation. What's great about this as well is that on the YesStyle website, there's 4 different options on how to build up this product. There's one for full coverage, one that's a bit more sheerer, one which is a semi-matte, and one which is completely matte. So you can take this compact out with you anywhere and have every single option of coverage. So I always go for the matte option, and that involves taking your concealer with the top section off the sponge and then applying it in areas where you need a little bit more coverage. So for me, it's under the eyes, it's blemishes that I seem to have on my forehead all the time, my cheeks where I have slight sun damage, and around my nose area as well where I have some burst capillaries. And the nice thing about this concealer is that usually with these kind of compact cushions, the concealer feels drier. It doesn't feel as wet and hydrating, which for me with my oily skin, I love the feeling of that. I do sometimes like to be slightly hydrated and a little bit shiny. And then you can go ahead and build up your foundation on top. The foundation concealer in here is also sweat proof and lasts up to 12 hours. So that's a good day you've got in there. This kind of product to me is why I absolutely love and adore Korean makeup. I highly recommend, guys, that you check out these foundations. I think they're beautiful, the way they sit on the skin, the way they incorporate skincare, the way there's so many options for you. You can have your full coverage and your medium coverage and your light coverage. Everything is taken into consideration. If you have tried any Korean foundations, makeup, anything like that, let me know below. I love trying new things. Yeah, and I just like to buy stuff, so, you know, not that I have any money. Yeah, thank you again for joining me. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe. That's pretty much it. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.